What's up, guys? I'm DeMichael,
And I'm DeMarcus.
and we are the
EASTwins.
And today we are at the Capitol. Day
The
in the life of the
Arkansas
Capitol. And we will be having interviews, and we will have special guests. Stay tuned. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good. So, could you guys tell me about your projects?
I'm in Wild Mess, and pretty much the Little Rock Zoo reached out to us and asked if we could make a lion mask, an anesthesia mask for a lion, and they said that the air holes in there weren't filled and they had to get a new one because it broke. And we started off using 3D printing, and we thought that didn't work. So then we started to mold things, and then we found that would work. And we reached out to Mad Hackers, and they're going to mold it for us.
Oh, very interesting. Do y'all work in groups?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, I'm
Hey,
Mackenzie,
Churches, and I'm Caroline.
and we're here at the Capitol in Little Rock. So far I've had a great time. Sleeping arrangements last night were not the best though.
Is it turned on?
Okay, your turn.
So we are here at Capitol, and we are having tour in 2 minutes.
So excited.
Excited!
Tune in.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the CEO of the East.
Mr. Matt Dozier.
Great to
The
be
one and
here.
only. The
Great
one and
to
only,
be
baby.
here. You know, Hamburg is an early adopter. I want to say Hamburg was one of the first 35, if not first 10, and I know first 35. And that's always been special to us. Those schools that kind of said, yeah, we should try that way before anybody knew that it was a good idea. So,
Mr. Matt, have you ever came here before?
to the Capitol? Yes. Sometimes to see, sometimes because I had to get yelled at by somebody. I was telling them one time I was in an ROTC uniform laying on the ground out there while they pretended to blow it up because it was for a movie. This Capitol was built on the same model as the National Capitol, and it's way easier to get permission to shoot a film here than it is in DC.
Right.
So
it's a replica.
ish, yeah. From a distance, it's hard to tell them apart. You can make them the same thing.
Right.
And they were trying to make Brian Bosworth a movie star, and that doesn't mean much to y'all. But
How do you feel about us, the students, being here?
it is one of the delights of my day. It's one of the delights of everything we do. When we get asked to come to places like this, to follow up on your question about this, when we get asked to come to places like this, when we get asked to go tell the story, you're what we're looking for. Because any fool can show up in a suit and tie and tell them all kinds of things. But when they see you, when they hear you, when they see how smart you are, how passionate you are about doing good things, they see the things that they're actually hoping for.
Right.
And then when we show them, because Hamburg is special, but Hamburg is just another town, right? It's just like all the rest of them. It's unique in its own way. And when they see that is something that you don't have to have just in this kind of place or that kind of place, but you can have everywhere, then here it comes. So when you guys come with us, and when you guys are out in front, that's when we're shining the brightest.
Right. Like, what's your day like as a CEO?
It's not like any chaos. I mean, there's not a lot of routine or regularness. Tomorrow, I've got to meet Miss Tammy at 8 in the morning because we got to be darn near to Missouri to visit with the school. The day after that, I'll be at a presentation across the street for the chamber.
You busy.
Keep me out of trouble. And in between, I'm talking to people, I'm working on things, so there's a lot of variety. And if you don't like, if the thing that fills your cup isn't sitting there and doing the same thing every day, man, have I got a job for you.
Right.
If the thing that fills your cup is getting out and being around the people and seeing things and figuring things out, and helping people see oftentimes what they're doing, it's really just cool, and they don't really realize it because they think everybody does this.
Yes, sir.
That's what I do.
So, Mr. Matt, we are seniors at high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any questions for us?
Okay, seniors at high school.
Uh-oh.
I got a couple because I always ask this question when I find womb mates. That's a twin joke. Okay, try to make sure you're with me. Are you guys heading in the same direction, or are we going in radically different directions?
Radically different directions.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do vocal music education.
Vocal music. Where at?
Henderson State
Okay.
University.
What are you going to do?
Optometry.
Optometry.
So, Mr. Matt,
So we're keeping it between the brainstem and the neck, right?
What does that even mean?
yes,
Oh
sir.
my gosh! Just say yes.
Yeah.
Local churches, you know.
Okay.
And do it well.
We got that natural tight harmony, that moving brother thing going on.
No, we'll see.
They don't know who that is either.
We don't.
I could say we
We
something
do
like
have
the Jackson 5, I guess.
We don't even have 5 people in our group.
Jackson 2. Come on.
Without Janet and Michael, you know. So, what was your question, Mr. Man?
Well, you said, well, one, we answered the fact that you're heading in different directions, which I think is interesting, but also very powerful. And we're doing very different things, but both of them are important. Okay? Because you're going to take care of the soul. You're going to take care of making sure that the rest of it works, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then what do you want to do?
I like how you.
I love that. I love it. Love it.
But then what are you going to do?
What do you mean?
What
With that degree?
What change do you want to see in the world? What fingerprint do you want to put on the universe? But you are on your journey. And what I'm going to tell you is that's exciting. Keep your eyes open and enjoy that ride, because where you're going to wind up is where you're supposed to be, but it's never the straightest path you think it's going to be. I was going to be a speech and English teacher, and I still don't know much about computers. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
My man.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Man.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
I'm Senator Ben Gilmore from Ashley County, Crossett. I represent pretty much all of the southeast corner of Arkansas.
So, what's like a typical day like at this here?
At the Capitol, a typical day at the Capitol is a little bit crazy. You get to do a lot of things. You have a lot of meetings. You're always running from one meeting to the next. I stepped out of a committee hearing where we're listening to bill presentations and voting on bills to come down here and say hi to you guys. And we do this pretty much all day long.
So, is it very chaotic here sometimes?
It's very chaotic sometimes, especially right now. So we're in the last 2 weeks of session. That means everybody's trying to get the bill run. Everybody's trying to be heard. Everybody needs, 5 minutes of your time. And so you're just bouncing from one meeting to the next.
So, what's your favorite part of the day?
Favorite part of the day? Probably when I get to do stuff like this, where I get to talk to people from my area. And I'm not just saying that because y'all are here, but like at the end of the day, that's the job, right? The job is to represent the people. And so when I get to see people from my district, from my area, and get to say hi and talk about issues that are important to them, like today we're talking about East, and so that's important for you guys. It's important to have that experience as y'all look to the future and understanding jobs and careers that you're going to be looking at. So this is a really important part of my day.
Ooh.
Thank y'all. Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me interview, and I'll shake your hand, and I'll shake your hand, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Can you show that door?
Y'all, I'm tired. They're working me like a slave.
Hey Siri, how are you?
I'm
She's
great.
like the person behind the camera, so
Woo.
y'all don't really get to see her much often. So
Thank you so much for watching EASTwins. We would like to thank you, today's guest, for coming on. And I need y'all to stay tuned for our other guests and HHS highlights and whatever. And remember to respect yourself, others, and everyone in between. Have a good day, HHS.
EASTwins.